Hello, my name is Brian Platty. I'm the founder of LocalMedicareAdvice.com. In today's video, we're going to go over how to get started with Local Medicare Advice, the basic functionality of the website, and getting familiar with the agent dashboard. So let's go ahead and dive into this. And actually, before we do that, real quick, just wanted to explain where we are as an organization right now. Local Medicare Advice, we did a soft launch back in, I think it was the middle of August, and got some initial feedback from agents. Decided to make and implement quite a few changes. And as of right now, while we're in the process of building some of that new functionality out, we've decided to go into a beta stage. The website is fully functional to consumers, but what we're going to do in this beta stage is agents can come aboard, get a basic membership for absolutely free. Any leads that you create while in this beta phase are yours for free as well too. We're thinking that the beta phase is going to go into the end of the first quarter of 2018, possibly beginning of the second quarter. And at that point, you'll be prompted to upgrade to a paid membership, a paid basic membership. At that point, we'll have available the premium membership, which will be an enhanced membership with additional lead sources. And right now, what we're anticipating as far as a price point is something right around the $20 range, so something that's very affordable for most agents. But nonetheless, right now you can get a membership on the website, use all the functionality, and the whole objective here is getting agent feedback and really building as much content on the website as possible. The more content we have on the website in the form of videos, articles, and also questions answered by consumers, so on and so forth, all that gets indexed with the search engines and drives traffic back to Local Medicare Advice. Obviously, the more traffic we get, that translates into more leads for you. So nonetheless, here's how we get started. You'll be emailed or provided a link to get enrolled. And this is what that looks like. Simply, you're going to enter your email address. You're going to create a password. If somebody referred you to Local Medicare Advice, another agent, put their information in there. And that agent is going to be rewarded for any referrals that they bring in. You as a member as well, if you want to invite other friends, colleagues across the country. Once we do go to a paid membership, you will be rewarded, and more details to come on that in the future. So the last thing here, just tell us that you're not a robot and not a spammer, and you're going to create your account. And we got an error here. Let's see, I probably created the password wrong because I'm a horrible typer. Let's do ABC123. That's simple enough. ABCD1, oops. ABCD1, 2, 3, 4. Try that out. Here we go. Okay. So what's going to happen is you're going to be sent email. You're going to be asked to verify that email, and your profile is not going to go live until that has been verified. You don't have to do that right away. You can go ahead and click continue to set up your profile. And then as indicated right here, sometimes that email will go to spam, so be sure to check that out. So once you click here, you'll be taken to your agent profile. You'll see here there's this red notice saying that you need to activate your account. If you need to resend that email verification, you can just simply click here. And this is what the agent dashboard looks like as of today. So let's dive into some of the functionality. And in fact, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up a profile. And a couple different ways you could do that. You'll see contact details, profile photo, listing details, about me. Those are all the data points there for creating the profile. You'll see that duplicated down here. And then you can also access and update that information under Manage Account in the tab over here. So let's go ahead and get started with contact details. Basic stuff, first name, last name. This is all information that's going to be listed on your profile. If you have a company name, go ahead and list that there. If you want to list your position, such as president, principal of an agency. And also, you have your office number and mobile number. Again, if you don't want that to be viewable to the public, you don't need to list that there. Real important, make sure that you have a good email address here. Any time that you receive leads, those notifications will be sent to this email here. Next section here, you're going to want to enter your location, and you're going to do that by typing that in right here. So I'm just going to do a random address, and we'll go ahead and pick this one. And you'll see this is the address and the map that's going to show up on your profile. One of the mistakes that we've seen, and there's a reason coding-wise for this that I don't quite remember, you want to use this section right here. You do not want to pre-populate that information in this section. After you've typed it in here and found that address and it shows up on the map, the only thing that really you may need to update here, because this is automatically populated, is maybe like a suite number for your office and address line number 2. Moving along, you'll see a whole slew of different links that you can provide on your profile to consumers. The first one is a calendar link. If you're using a calendar program such as TimeTrade or Calendly, you could post a link to that there. And again, those are programs where consumers can go, and they're usually tied into your Gmail or other email account where they can view your availability and schedule an appointment right from your website. If you are a member of the Better Business Bureau, you could post a link to your profile there. Same with the National Ethics Association. And then a whole slew of other links that you could provide here, such as your website and social media. So you want to go ahead and click Save and Continue. Next, you're going to go to the profile photo. Pretty obvious stuff here. Going to want to upload a mugshot of yourself. And it's very important that you do upload a photo, take a selfie, just anything. Consumers definitely want to see a picture of who they're going to be dealing with. And we found that members, agents on the website that have not uploaded a photo get very less results than members that do have one. Your company logo, if you have a company logo, you can go ahead and upload that there. Listing details, probably one of the most important sections here. So what this is, these are the categories that when a consumer comes to the website and searches agents on the website that they might want to work with, they can filter those down based on these categories. Go ahead and show you what that looks like. So if we go to search agents, so consumer comes to the website, they want to find a local Medicare insurance advisor to work with. They'll come in here, they could search keywords based on your profile. Most of them are going to do a search based on proximity to where they live. In fact, we are going to have a pop-up embedded on here that's going to prompt them to put in their zip code so that the results do come in specific to where their location is. And they can go ahead and they could filter down agents by a whole slew of different filters here. Let's say a consumer wants to work with an agent that represents certain insurance companies. They could do that here, certain languages, so on and so forth. And this is where you would input that in there so that you could be found. So click on the companies you represent. I think we have just about every health insurance company in the United States listed on here. If you find a company or have a company that's not, just send us an email, info@localmedicareadvice.com, and we'll get that updated. And that goes for really anything on the website. If you find any bugs or anything that needs to be updated, any recommendations, ideas, we'd love to hear them. So languages, of course, you're going to want to put English, and then any other languages that you might speak. Medicare services would be the specific Medicare services that you provide. Medicare Advantage, Part D, Medicare Supplement. Meeting options, how do you like to meet with prospects? Other insurance agent, other insurance services. So what are the other services that you provide, if any? When consumers come to the website, they're typically looking for an agent that deals with Medicare, but maybe they're also in transition for retirement. They want to work with somebody that can also help them with maybe moving over a 401k, or maybe they have a spouse or them themselves is on a individual Affordable Care Act plan and they need help transitioning that over. They can go ahead and filter down based on other services that agents provide. Last but not least, we have states licensed, so you'll want to click on the license or the states that you're licensed in, and it's going to prompt you to enter your state license. And of course, that just provides some extra layer of credibility to your profile. And then if they want to go and check out your license and make sure that's active, they can do that. Go ahead and cancel that because this is a dummy profile here. And these are just other items on your profile that will be shown. If you want to add a personal quote or a motto, just something to personalize your profile, you can add that there. The year that you were established. If you have a brochure for your business or your agency, you can upload that right there. Hours of operation. Credentials, so if you have any professional designations, if you want to maybe just list that the licenses that you have, that's where that would go. And then any honors or rewards if you feel that necessary to post on your profile. And then last but not least, this is the bio section. If you want to add a little bit of relevant information about yourself, about hobbies, things like that, just to further personalize your profile, that's where you would enter that right there. I would suggest not making this super long. Most consumers aren't going to have the time to read a whole scroll of information, but just a little bit of information to personalize your profile would be helpful. So again, at the end of each of these sections, you want to hit save and continue. So it saves that information. Let's go back to your dashboard here. We'll have a status bar that'll show how complete your profile is once you've completed all these sections. So that should say 100% when you're all done. Once done, you can go ahead and click View Public Listing, and you can see what it's going to look like to consumers. So moving forward, we have this section here. This, as you can see, says coming soon. We will have a premium membership that we are going to launch, again, probably sometime in the first quarter of next year. This is going to be a program that's going to allow agents to purchase what we're calling lead shares, and you're going to be able to participate in local co-ops that are going to be down to the county level, and you'll be able to get involved with receiving additional leads. More to come on that. That's another video in and of itself. Moving along, you'll see down here we have a member badge. This increases trust and credibility. If you want to embed this on a website, you have the code here. If you just want a PDF version of this or another format of this, just go ahead and email us. Again, info@localmedicareadvice, and we'll get that over to you. Also, you'll see here, get contracted. Of course, you do not need to be contracted in order to be a member on the website. However, we do provide a $50 application bonus for every Medicare supplement policy that is issued. And important thing with that, all these contract levels are street or above. And this is just another way for us to pump more marketing dollars into the local Medicare advice format or program, and perpetuate more leads for you. So if you click on this, there'll be the instructions in the video on how to get contracted, and we have contracts with just about every major carrier in the industry. So moving along, you'll see over here the different tabs in your dashboard, notifications. If you do receive a lead, what's going to happen is agents, I believe it's a 50-mile radius of where that lead is, you'll be notified, and the first agent that claims that lead will get that lead. Now, one of the functionalities that will be built in the next couple weeks is you will earn the ability to receive those leads based on how active you are on the website. There's going to be a point system, and the more content that you provide on the website, you're going to get points for providing articles, videos, answering consumer questions, and a whole slew of other items. You'll be able to purchase those leads, not with dollars, but with the points that you've accrued on the website. So in the future, in the coming weeks, we'll be rolling that out, more information on that to come. Manage reviews. On this section, we definitely want to encourage you to have your clients, your prospects come here and provide a review on your website. That's another filter that consumers can filter down the agents locally based on their star rating. And of course, there's none here because this is a brand new profile, but what would happen is when a consumer or a client or whomever leaves a review on your website, you'll see that here. You could respond to that if maybe it was a negative review. And you'll also have the ability to delete that that review if it was, well, let's say maybe it was just unfair altogether. The other thing here is you'll see if you want to invite consumers or current clients to providing a review on your website, just copy this, go ahead and email that out to your existing client list. Another idea would be after an appointment with a prospect, maybe you do a follow-up email to them asking you to rate the service that you provided. Another thing you could do, and I did this myself, I had some existing reviews on my website and I just imported them one by one on Local Medicare Advice. I reached out to the clients that initially provided those to get their permission. Of course, they were all fine with that. So you could do that if you want to get some quick reviews on your profile as soon as possible. Moving along here, we have, let's see, message board. So this is kind of interesting here. And I guess the best way to describe this is to show you what this looks like in action. So let's go to my profile here. And so what happens is when you view a profile, all that information that we input, you'll see all on here. And we'll go over this a little more detail in a little bit later in the video. You'll notice that your phone number and your email address are not listed or visible right up front on your profile. And there's a reason for that. There's a lot of spammers out there. There's a lot of bots out there that go and collect data, and we want to prevent and safeguard your contact information. So the consumer comes here. They have the option to contact this agent. They click on that, and let's see. So normally what happens, I'm logged in right now, but normally it would prompt them to create an account on the website. They would add their email address and a password, and then they would have a member or a consumer membership on the website. And once they do that, they will be able to view your contact details. You'll see your website address here, and you'll see your phone numbers here. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. Also, if they want to send you an email, this is where they would do that, in the message section. They type a message here, and then that message appears in the message board in your dashboard. And then once you go to that, you could respond to that and correspond back and forth, all embedded within your website here, or your dashboard. Blog articles, videos, events, these are all ways that you can provide content on the website. Again, we do reward you. There's going to be a point system. The more engaged you are and the more information or content you're providing on the website, you will be rewarded by having the ability to receive more leads. So we definitely want to encourage you to do that. Not only that, also the more information, the more content you put on the website, the more likely you are to get noticed. And again, when consumers go on the search engines, they type in something that is relevant to content that you've put on here, the chances are very high that they're going to be coming here to your profile and viewing that content. So this looks the same in all of these, but I just want to show you what this would look like if you were adding, for example, a blog article, and we're just using the terms blog and article synonymously as just some type of article that you want to provide or educational piece. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to definitely want to publish the content on Local Medicare Advice. Definitely, I would highly suggest you put a picture on there so that people are more willing to click on something that has some sort of image. Make a title for your article. Add a category to it, so a relevant category on the website so it can be found. And then you're going to want to add some smart tags. These are really nothing more than keywords, or think of it as a hashtag when consumers are, again, searching online or even on our website. This just helps deliver the results back to them of relevant content. Then here, this is where the body of your article would go. Excuse me. And then if you are a little more advanced and you know about some SEO enhancements, this is where you would add some of that meta information for your article. At the very bottom here, before you do publish that, you do need to attest that you are uploading original content to the website, and you are going to assume all copyright infringement risk. So please do not go out there and copy word for word articles and claim them as your own. If you do, you will be held responsible for that. Nothing wrong with going out there, finding articles and dissecting them, rewording them, but do not copy things word for word. Okay, and so to upload a video or an event such as a seminar, that is going to look exactly the same as this, except the content is going to be a little bit different. Member discounts. So there are none listed on the website right now. We're working on a bunch of different discounts for our members, you the agents. Those will be launched and brought out to the agent community in the coming months. If you have any ideas of discounts that you would like to see on the website, please let us know, and we'll reach out to those vendors and try to negotiate deals. Next, you have Manage Account, which again is the same as this information listed above here, with the exception of profile statistics. And that's where you can go and find how many clicks you've had on your profile and some other metrics about your profile. And last but not least, you have your account details. You have billing details here. Right now that's irrelevant because, again, the basic beta tester membership level is free, but this is where if you do choose to become a paid member at some point, you would update your billing details or upgrade your account. You could change your password and contact us or log out. So that's pretty much it, a nutshell of what the dashboard looks like. Moving along just to a couple things I wanted to mention from the consumer side here. And we'll go and view a profile. Just again, so you can get an idea of what this looks like. You have the links up here that you provided in creating your profile, your logo, member badge, again, contact an agent. That's where they could receive or view your phone number, email, all that kind of fun stuff, and reach out to you directly. If you do have a calendar program, this is where you would embed that there. And then if the consumer wants to write a review directly from your profile, they would do that right here. And pretty simple stuff here. Agent details, these would be those search criteria or the filters. Reviews, you'll see here you can expand and see some more star ratings on specific parts of the review section. Articles that you've provided, videos, and events. Over here, you'll see an image of the map of where you're located. We do have a Twitter feed here. I'm not personally a big Twitter guy, and you'll see, I think my last post was back in 2016. Probably should update that. And then here, consumers can share this page, or you could share it as well. So if you want to share your profile page on your social media, you could do so right here. And then just a couple things on the website here. As far as best practices, so there's several ways that consumers can engage, again, on the website. They could search for local Medicare agents in their area and contact you directly. Some consumers just want to receive quotes and compare plans. When they click here, this goes to more of a traditional lead generation tool where it asks them to enter their information, and then we send. That's where the quotes would come out or come in, and the leads would be provided to you, the agents on the website. Consumers could find local seminars in their area, reach out to you directly. Again, this is all free for you as a member. And then last but not least, if consumers just have simple questions, they can come here. They could ask a question regarding anything to do with Medicare. And you'll see what happens on here is they input their question, and then agents are prompted to come and provide answers. The more answers you provide, the more noticed you're going to get, and the more likely you are to get business. Now, the interesting thing about this is you're going to get a lot of mileage out of this, because if you provide an answer in here and it's, let's say it's a popular question that's asked a lot, you might be getting business for an answer you provided 5 years ago. So kind of an interesting tool. Consumers are emailed every time, or notified rather, every time an answer is provided on the website, and then they could provide or star the answer that they felt best answered their question. I think I have an example of that right here. Yes, so when this is highlighted, that means that an answer was selected. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so you'll see the question was, what is the 2017 Medicare Part B deductible? I provided an answer. The consumer starred my answer. What happens is, let's say that there's 5 different answers here. When the consumer stars yours, it provides a link to your contact information. Of course, they could search and click on any member on here. This just makes it a little more obvious, maybe to reach out to the person that provided the best content. So just some words of advice on this. Please don't turn this into a pissing match. If there's agents on here that are providing answers that you don't necessarily agree with, there's going to be a flagging feature in the future to bring that to our attention. If there's incorrect information on answers rather on the website, just email us and we'll address that. We don't want agents getting into public fights on here over who's got a better answer. That's just not what we're trying to. That's not what we're trying to do here with this website. So those are just some of the best practices. I've probably gone into a little more detail than I wanted here, so hopefully you get the idea. So go ahead, get your profile set up, start providing content, get contracted if you want, and we're looking forward to hearing some of your feedback on how we could further improve the website and get you more business. So with that being said, happy 2018 AEP season, and we will chat with you soon.